Thank you. Thank you to Netnod and Siri and all other people who have done a lot of effort to have this meeting available. You have been sitting for a quite long time now. Please stand up and give each other a high five so that you get some blood in your muscles before I take you on a small journey. I work for a company that started 1853, not 1953, as the Kungliga Telegrafverket. Today, 166 years later, we are still coming with new things. 1877, Kungliga Telegrafverket made an investigation if the new phones that came from the United States should be used. No, they have a purpose. We can call the closest neighbors when they have received a telegram. So that is a good thing, but we won't use them in Sweden because the distance to be used was only 50 kilometers for the microphone in the first phones that came. Well, Telia has changed their mind, was needed to change their mind that time, and they've changed their mind later on also. Today, new services are coming, and Telia has an agreement with Microsoft that we love Microsoft. We are partners in gold and silver partner in several areas of Microsoft's portfolio and services. And the new thing that is coming from Telia this year, already in June we expect, that is Teams telephony. How many in here uses Skype for Business today? How many uses Teams? Yeah, more than half of the people here uses Skype, and not so many uses Teams. Teams is available as a service from data centers in 53 different regions all over the world. In Europe, we have 12 different data centers, and Microsoft has bought 260 soccer fields outside Gävle-Sandviken. So something is happening in Sweden also. If you work for a company that needs to keep your data inside Sweden. The services that are provided will be connected by you guys. So we really need you, and we need good optical fibers. The changes that is coming also is that we will see more real-time traffic, and it will be used in many different networks. Telia has also been selling express routes since 2013, which gives you a more direct connection, direct to Microsoft data center for your company. Telia Carrier, that is part of the Telia company, AS 1299, is a Taiwan provider, which has access in 115 countries and cooperate with other Taiwan providers so that we can give access in at least 205 countries all over the world. I am not sure how we can fix it in North Korea yet, but somebody's thinking about that also. We are one of the largest provider in Europe of giving traffic over to all continents. And we have pop-ups in 280 cities all over the world. Here you can see a small picture of the pop-ups in Sweden, in Europe, and to United States. There are pops or pop-outs, breakout points. Thank you, Jörgen, for correcting me here. But I was going to speak about Microsoft Teams here. Here is the interface of Microsoft Teams. It has the capacities that you use in a team, both with chat, with with its needs for communication, and it also gives you the ability to complete meetings, book and schedule meetings in your calendar, and easily communicate with each other in the team. The difference between Skype for Business Online and Teams is also the ability to handle files and other web services that is coming. You may use other web services. How many uses Dropbox inside here? A few? Yes. That one can be used in a specific channel in Microsoft Teams. If you have connection with your travel companies to book your travel here to Netnod Meeting, you have a web service for booking your travel. That can be available for all the Teams users. And you can also create own applications or bots that helping you. We are not so deep as Åsa spoke about yesterday about advanced of AI, but we have here now that we can take away repeated tasks and remove them and replace them with web services instead. When it comes to collaboration, yes, if you only remember one thing and using Teams today, remember hashtag and remember @ and the word Teams. All the people in your team will be reached by the message you're sending out or the meeting you're calling into by that command. On the top, you see search or press control or / in the Teams client. Here you can also just using the @ or / and typing D&D for do not disturb. And immediately your presence is changing from green available to do not disturb because you are in a presenter modus. All the files you are working on together can be stored centrally with given access to each individual team members. So you don't need to send out and having the latest Excel sheet copy of somebody who edited the files last time. They are available, and you can set retention policy of how many copies you should keep in the solution. It is simply an effective tools for working together, updating projects, files. You can also use it for giving access to external people in your teams that you are dependent of an important supplier or a customer project. They can be part of your team if you're working with. Teams is available for all modern available devices like Mac, PC, iPads, Android plates, all major phone attributes have applications for this one. So the extended network needs to be working everywhere with security. And it is available with multi-factor authentication also, so that you can have confidence in who is reaching your data. You need a new web service. Well, Apple showed us 2007 what's happened with App Store. Microsoft came a little bit later on, and they have now their own store where you can buy different bots with web functions that you integrate to your teams. You apply the bot that you need, and it will be used for the web services you set up, so that you can take control in your company and using those web services that you are planning to. If you go and look in the admin center, it is easy to apply the Teams license that you need from Microsoft. It is the same admin center for Skype for Business Online and Teams. But you apply different policies for users, and they will be part of your team. The architecture of Microsoft Teams is a combination of different things. On top you see the Teams client that is used in your desktop or in your mobile or plate. That uses Microsoft core services for meetings. It uses the Exchange calendar for invitations. Your external partner, they just need an email address to be able to read the link that you send out if you schedule a meeting, and a good headset that is connected. The intelligent communications or in the cloud, that is based on OneDrive and SharePoint Online. Those services are already included in the E1 license that you can buy from Microsoft. The Teams services combines Skype for Business Online in the bottom, and you can also add extra SQL services, Power BIs, connectors to your information system regarding customer or Salesforce or what other customer relationship management program. Microsoft is focusing on, they have been offering Lync or Skype since 2007. Before that, they had a tool called Live Communication Server. But now we see a development where we get more function. Before, the on-prem solution has had more functions than the cloud solution. With Lync and Skype, they were close to equal, not really. You had better control of the network traffic when you had Skype for Business on-prem instead of the online solutions. But the next step, you will have more functions in the cloud solution from Microsoft here. And that is a changing theme. Microsoft is still developing Skype for Business on-prem, and the newest version is called Skype for Business 2019. That is available on-prem, and the same functionality is available in the online solution. But how should this cooperate with Microsoft Teams? Well, there is a journey that you make, and the journey is that you decide how should we cooperate, and you apply a policy to different users. The best way to confuse your co-workers is to set up the Skype and Teams in island mode. The island mode gives your users two buttons in Outlook, one for Teams meeting and one for Skype meetings. Which one should they use? Well, nobody tells them, and they have to find out themselves. Instead, if you decide another mode, not the island mode, because those are distinct, separate parallel channels, which gives confusion. Instead, you can start with the IT department, give them a parallel working environment. The other ones start with, for example, only collaboration in team and keeping Skype for chat and meetings. When you come a little bit further down the way, people are getting used to the Teams interface. You take another step, and you involve more people in moving them from chat in Skype to chat in Teams and meetings in Teams. That you can decide, and you can give information. And Microsoft's goal for this one is that you move your communication and chat and meetings over to Teams meetings, which has more improvements than what Skype for Business Online have today. Here is a picture of how Telia has solved the solution for our customers that also want to use Microsoft Teams as their phone system or PBX system, where we have a combination of both mobile network and the landline networks. We open a zip trunk over internet, sends encrypted information with TLS encryption to Microsoft Office 365, but we keep the voice traffic if the user is in Sweden today, then the traffic will stay in Sweden. The signaling will go to Teams, and it will also do a parallel ringing to your mobile when you do a call to your fixed line number. Microsoft has set up a standard for this and approved some of the largest media gateway companies. The two that are approved today, that is Sonos, or Ribbons as they're called now, and AudioCodes from Israel. They send the encrypted traffic over internet in the setup. To program an SBC, that is not for the normal people, but it is available if you are skilled into communication. Telia have two offers, one where you rent the SBC from Telia, and the other one where we do a customized project if you want to use your PBX for some functions and Teams telephony for some pilot users. Then they can be combined, or we can set up parallel ringing also. Here you see a typical picture of what you need to meet in a solution today. The communication goes from the telco, the phone connectors. You arrange either parallel ringing to your mobile phone. You have good conferencing phone systems that may use an analog line, or you want to answer on your fixed phone, or in your Skype or Teams client. There is also an attendant console for those people who are working in the reception and you're calling a function, please can you connect me to the sales department or the support department? Well, then you need somebody to find out, well, this guy has left the building and he will be available next week or in the afternoon. That is the attendant solution. Microsoft has one. Telia offers an extra flavor to that one also. I will show you this one a little bit later here also. How many here uses quality of service in your networks today? A few guys, yes. How many thinks that the sound quality in the phone systems are bad today? Yeah, a few guys. Quality of service can help you to improve the solution today in your already existing infrastructure and give you real-time communication, better quality. Usually we prioritize voice to come quite high in the classification of the services. But in this solution here, see if I can. Well, we can have quality of service in the media traffic from the telco SBC over to the different users. But when we send the traffic over internet, over the mobile network, the quality of service disappears. Quality of service, for those who are unknown to it, that is to give an extra prioritization for voice traffic and letting email and file download to take a few seconds longer time when you need more traffic for that one. The attendant solution, that is something that we see around the corner. Microsoft has it on their roadmap and it will arrive under 2019. There are also already coming phones that are certified for Microsoft Teams, and they have also made a firmware upgrade if your company has bought phones that was used for Skype for Business online. Those who are been part of Skype projects earlier also know that there is an older phone system that is called LPE that won't be able to be supported for Teams. That technology is too old in those older models. Poly, that was earlier called Polycom, they have also phones that are coming now 2019 for Microsoft Teams. Here are the 3 different alternatives that Telia offers today in Skype for Business. How you can combine phone system and integration with your mobile phone with an attendant solution. Here we have 3 different flavors with different prices and different functionalities. I have another one with more than 80 different functions that is different in those solutions, but I think you are too hungry to listen for me about that one. So when we come to Microsoft Teams, the first alternative we won't give you a solution for, because Telia Office 365 requires encrypted communications. So there is why you need a service session border controller, which transforms your unencrypted voice traffic over to TLS encrypted traffic. That SBC you can buy as a service with standardized functions, or you can set up a combined SBC that is working together with your already existing phone systems. If you want to learn more, there are already more than 34 user videos about Microsoft Teams available from Microsoft. And there is also for you IT pros, there is live training and IT professional at Microsoft Academy. You can get the training course how to do the different setups for Microsoft Teams and functions. Teams telephony. Here I was supposed to have a live calling showing that we were not just joking. Anyone who knows one of the earliest jokes that came from Telia? In 2003 you can send an SMS to stop space joke on an SMS. That stopped you from receiving jokes from over SMS, Telia announced. But here is reality today that we have provided to some customers. That the dial pad is available when you activate phone functions in Microsoft Teams. Here you can add your colleagues, those you often communicate with, and you can make a calls. When somebody is calling you, you see they show up as a toaster down in the right corner. You can decide where you want to have that toaster being placed on your screen also. The calling function is integrated in Apple Call Kit. So in you see the call comes up. It will, if you don't answer, it will be placed in those missed call lists as you have for all other calls. So that there you have a good integration. Android is working on it, but you don't see a missed call from Teams in the standard phone list on an Android phone, but you see them in missed calls of in the Teams client that is available for Android. If you want to see a live demo, my colleague Daniel down here, he has equipment, so we can show you live here, but there was problem to connect this and have a live demo here from stage here. But we are here today so that we can, if you are interested, we can have a smaller session here later on. And the signal comes up. You can select if you want to show your fixed line number or your 070 or your mobile number when you're dialing out. You can also have a policy for people working in customer service that you show the customer service number or the main number for the company when you dial out if you're working in a function-oriented solution. Questions so far? I may have talked too fast, I know that, but...
Do we have any questions for Henrik? Okay. Well, please join me in thanking Henrik for his presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.